there, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Day to Day, the podcast where we explore the joys and challenges of everyday life. I'm Emma.
And I'm Alex. Whether it's personal growth, navigating relationships, or just tackling the chaos of the day, we are here to talk about it all and, hopefully, help you along the way.
So grab your coffee, tea, or whatever keeps you going.
And let's dive into today's episode.
Hey there! On today's podcast, we are diving deep into the topic of love, breakups, and the emotional roller coaster that follows. Seems like everyone's got a story, right? Absolutely. You know, breakups are one of those things that everyone experiences, but nobody quite knows how to handle them. It's like trying to navigate through a labyrinth with your eyes closed.
Exactly, and something that stood out from the text is this concept that breaking up and the actual end of feelings aren't always in sync. Emotions can linger way past the actual breakup.
Yeah, it's like you're officially done, but your heart hasn't gotten the memo yet. Why do you think that is?
Well, it seems to hinge a lot on familiarity and this thing called confirmation bias. We tend to cling to the idea that our past choices, like our relationship, weren't mistakes.
Interesting. So even when we know it's over, we're still searching for signs that maybe, just maybe, they still care, or that our love still means something.
Right? Like holding on to gifts or checking their social media to see if they're still wearing those sunglasses you bought them. It's all a bit to hang on to some connection, however minor.
And it's not just emotional pain. It can manifest physically too, right? Like heartache isn't just a metaphor.
Exactly. Those feelings of heartache can be quite literally painful. Scientific studies have shown that the brain activity in response to social rejection is similar to physical pain. Fascinating, isn't it? Mind-blowing. So, it seems like a breakup hits us on so many levels emotionally, psychologically, even physically. No wonder it's such a tough process. And let's not forget, there's also the loss of intimacy, trust, and the sense of being loved. It's like losing your footing with every step, plunging into uncertainty. Like standing on a cliff edge being pushed into a void. But the big question is, can we speed up the healing process, or is time the only remedy? Time surely helps, but there are things we can do to get over it faster. Being honest with yourself about the reality of the breakup is crucial. Right? Facing the hard truths about why it ended and who they really were, as opposed to the idealized version you may have held onto. Exactly. And then there's the power of changing your focus, thinking more about their negative traits rather than the positive ones to alter your emotional response.
So less about they made me so happy, and more about they weren't the right fit.
Precisely. And keeping busy, diving into new hobbies, or even working harder can help distract and dilute those persevering feelings. Plus, truly disengaging mentally and emotionally goes a long way. It's not just about deleting their number, it's about not seeing them as an emotional anchor anymore. Breaking that emotional tether is vital. It's like resetting those neural pathways in your brain that associated them with happiness. Indeed. And you know, maybe we should also talk about the fact that it's okay to grieve. It's all part of the process of letting go. Absolutely. Grieving helps us come to terms with the loss of the relationship and a part of ourselves that was intertwined with them. And in the end, it's about rediscovering who you are individually and letting that evolve into your new normal. Exactly. So listeners, don't rush yourself. Allow for grieving, embrace change, and focus on growth. Love will find you again.
Well said. And remember, just like in Marriage Story, love, with all its ups and downs, is part of the human experience. It makes us feel truly alive.
So true. And with that, here's to letting go when we must and holding on when it's worth it. Thanks for tuning in today. Keep those comments and questions coming. We love hearing your breakup stories and healing tips. And until next time, here's to love, laughter, and growth. Bye for now.